morning. Good morning from Melbourne, Australia. Good evening to friends in North America, and hello to anyone watching on replay. My name is Nancy Hetker, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne, Australia. And today I am going to make a card for you featuring this Nested Friends stamp set and coordinating dies. These were in the January to April mini catalog, and they have carried over not in our annual catalog, but in our online exclusives, which means they're available as long as Stampin' Up! Decides to offer them. I don't know, we don't have any idea how long that's going to be. I hemmed and hawed about buying them originally. I bought them for a specific project that we made in my stamp camp, and I find myself going to them more than I thought I would. So I'm going to be using those today, and I'm going to pair it up with this Rays of Light background stamp. So I've got an idea in my head, and we're going to see where we go with it. So let's get started. Hello, Jenny. Thanks for joining me this morning. And hello, Gladys. Thank you for joining me from the U.S. And I have taken that, well, let's see. I've made a card base out of our new Pecan Pie cardstock. And I'm going to do a layer in Granny Apple Green with this Rays of Light. And I'm going to do it tone on tone. And I like to put these big background stamps on my Stamparatus, which I know if you didn't buy one, they are not available anymore, unfortunately. Good morning, Lorraine. Thanks for joining me today. But you can also use the big giant block that Stampin' Up! Sells. I'm going to ink this up. And I don't really want, I don't know if you can see. Ooh, that went jumpy, didn't it? Let's see here. All these kind of harsh lines from the edge of the stamp pad. So I'm going to keep inking and hope I can get rid of those as we go. Let me see if this is just my feed. Okay, if you can still see the feed, please let me know, and if not, I will restart. So my camera seems to be working, but my feed, I'm still on. Okay, that's good. I'm going to refresh my monitor and see if that fixes things at my end. Yes, okay, good. Sorry about that. Sometimes the internet goes glitchy, right? Okay, so I've got lots of ink on there. Hopefully not too many lines from the stamp pad. We're going to put this in here. That's going to be way off. Let's do it more there. And see how we go. This is my first time using this stamp, so we'll see how it goes. And I am standing up to get good pressure on it all over. Thanks everybody for chiming in and letting me know it was still working. Yeah. This is one reason I like to have it on the Stamparatus, is I can close it up and try to get where it's missing. There we go. I can live with that. Okay, so I'll set that aside. there it is. And I'm going to trim it down just a little bit. On each, really on 3 sides. So I want to get that to 13.9. This side to 9.5. That works for me. Okay. There is that. And I'm either going to leave it like that, or I'm going to layer it with some early espresso. And I think we're going to wait and see how it turns out in the end to figure that out. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in some basic white and my stamps, which I didn't get mounted up yet. So I'll take this opportunity to show you. When I store my stamps, I do put the stickers on them, but I keep the surrounding rubber. I know a lot of people throw that away. I keep it, and I may have told you guys this before. I keep it because I can easily see when I've got a big project going and lots of stamps and perhaps multiple stamp sets out, I can easily see when I've got all my stamps back in before I put my case away. And if I'm missing something, I know I need to look for it right away before it gets too far away from me. So I am going to color these images with Stampin' Blends, which are alcohol-based ink. And when we used alcohol-based ink, we stamp in a water-based ink. And I am going to use early espresso today. A lot of times we use Memento, but I think because I'm working with more brown tones, it would be nice to have the ink in a brown tone as well. And you know I like to stop and clean my stamps as I go so that I don't have something fall and be a disaster on my project. And we're probably just going to use one bird. But I'm going to do a second one just in case. And I'm going to pull in one more piece of white. To do the big nest. And this big nest, I haven't actually used this stamp yet. So this is going to be fun. Yep, it can go on there. So what have you guys been up to the last week? I've been doing a bunch of stamping and getting ready to send my newsletter out and doing family-related chores mostly. Okay, let's get coloring. So I thought for this, I might do a base of some of this new wild wheat color. And again, I've not colored this one in before. This is the first time I've stamped this image. So we'll just see how it goes. And I'm just going pretty quickly here, just trying to get a little layer of color down. Birthday month in June, yeah. Glenn's birthday is in June. My mother-in-law's birthday was in June. We had 3 J months for birthdays. June for Glenn and his mom, January for me and his mom's partner, and then July for both of our kids. And then on my side, my dad and my brother are 1 day apart in April, and then my mom's in November. So we had them spread out, which is good. Ooh, new furniture. House sit for 6 weeks. Well, you picked the right 6 weeks, huh? With the sun. Yeah, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, Jenny's saying that they're house sitting in Brisbane, which is much further north than we are here in Melbourne, and much more subtropical, and so quite warm compared to here in the winter. Okay, so there is some wild wheat. That's wild wheat dark, and this is pecan pie light. And I'm going to start adding some of that in. Sort of getting a sense of it here by some of these twigs out on the periphery. I like that. Can you see how it's blending in nicely, but still doing 2 different tones, almost? I'm going to bring in some dark, I think, in here. I know this is still dark. I'm concentrating, that's why I'm not chattering. Okay, I'm going to leave it be for now. I'm going to come in and do some of these leaves. This is Lemon Lime Twist Light. And again, I'm getting a layer of color down. Before that dries too much, I'm going to come in with some, this is Granny Apple Green Light. Not sure the shading is making much of a difference on something so small, but now it is. Granny Apple Green Dark is considerably darker. And I'm going to come back in with my Lemon Lime Twist Light and kind of blend that in a bit more. I'm just gonna swipe it with the Granny Apple Green Dark. And blend it again with Lemon Lime Twist Light. Okay, then I have a few little berries or buds up there. I'm trying to think about what color to make those, so I'm going to let that go for a minute. Got some more twigs here to color in. Okay, I'm going to bring this in now and do some coloring. I think again, start with some Wild Wheat Dark. Yeah, I I amazed myself there. Jenny says that it looks so realistic, and it really does. I'm really pleased with that color combination. And of course, the drawing makes everything. I couldn't do it without the drawing, which is why I use rubber stamps instead of sketching by hand. Okay, let's do some pecan pie. These two just blend so nicely together. Get that dimension that I'm going for. see how we do, adding a little bit of some of this dimension marks that they've got on here. And back to doing leaves. It's gonna be wet next week up in Brisbane. Well, it is winter. Some Granny Apple Green here again. And back in with some lemon lime twist to blend. Now I'm going to start by cutting these out because I'm still thinking about what colors I want the birds. I'm trimming this off because I brought my mini cut and emboss over today. I may have to go grab a piece of washi tape. There we go. There's one. The dies, the long skinny dies often curve under the pressure, but you can absolutely curve them back without breaking them. No problem. So Jenny, when you went up to Brizzy, did you pack up a lot of your stamping stuff and take it with you? Now, this should be able to fit through here. I probably have to trim it a little bit. And I know I still haven't done those little buds or berries or whatever they are, but I'll catch them at the end. want to mess that up. I'll be right back. Four kilos of cardstock and DSP. Yeah, that's the heavy stuff. There we go. And now I just need to figure out a couple of colors, right? Still thinking about some colors. I don't want them to blend in, or it to blend in, but I don't want it to be like a total pop of a different color per se. I'm gonna start, I think, with some light crumb cake. See how that goes. I'm doing both of them because I'm not sure if I'm going to use one or two. I'm going to use a little bit of pumpkin pie, light for the beak. This is Gray Granite Light. And it's a gray with a brown tone to it. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing either. And then this is my color lifter. Not the one I want to use, apparently. Let's try this one. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit for a minute because it keeps working. And now I'm going to bring this in. I am going to I'm trying to decide what color. This is Cajun Craze. That one, I think. That's Calypso Coral, dark. Yeah. Nope. Let's see if this was a complete mistake. And again, I'm going to bring in my color lifter on the breast here and head, face, just to lighten that and soften it a little bit. Let's see how that goes. Because often the male and the female are different colors. What if I add a little green to the birds? It could be. think we're going to tape that. Come here. Okay. So let's bring this in and see how we're doing. Not sure we need both of those. That's kind of what I was thinking. And this is Lemon Lolly Light Dark. Something different from the leaves, but not, again, too jarring. What do you think? We getting there? I kind of wanted that to be yeah. Okay, so now it's time to commit, right? Do you guys like the early espresso layer? Of course, you haven't seen it without. I think so. With or without? Yes, that's what I thought. Okay, I think the way to do this is to put this, get this glued on. And then get this on. Oh, I know why. Okay. I know why I wasn't going to put that down first, but that's okay. I can do it just fine. That's easier to do if I don't have the green piece stuck down, but worked just fine. Now the question is, do I want a second one down here? Maybe. Do you like having both birds? One or two? Okay. My goodness. That's what I was going to do. Yeah, the other option is I could do some eggs. There's some solid eggs that I could put down in there if I wanted. But I like the two birds. I kind of like that branch too. The question is, flat or popped up? I think flat. Change my mind. Let's try popped up. Oh my goodness, come on. There we go. Question is now, sentiment or no sentiment? I kind of like it just like that. What do you guys think? Could do one of these. I'd probably do it like up in here. But I like it like that. So I think I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna do another early espresso panel and a basic white inside. I don't think, thinking about embellishments now. Do we want a couple of rustic dots on there? Yeah, I don't think so. I'm going to leave it as is. There we go. Okay. Thank you for joining me. I will be back same time, same place next week. Yep, this card will be up on my blog with a list of all the supplies used. And thank you for joining me, and see you next time. Bye-bye.